Welcome. Today we're going to do a brief but powerful practice on peace. You'll start in a seated position. You can place a blanket or block if you have them underneath your seat and take a nice long spine. Reach the crown of the head to the ceiling and take a deep breath all the way in and all the way out. We're going to start with a breathing exercise called Breath of Fire or Kapalabhati breathing. And it works by drawing the navel into the spine as you exhale through the nose. So it looks and sounds a little something like this. Focus mainly on the exhale and really breathe firmly through the nose as you pull the navel up and back. It might feel a little funny at first when you try it, but give it a shot. At the same time, I want you to think of something that is keeping you from your peace. So the idea is that we can exhale and use the practice to really clear what we don't need, what the things that keep us away from our peace. So close the eyes and take a deep breath in. Identify something that is keeping you from peace and decide to release it. Good. One more deep breath in, deep breath out. Take a halfway breath and begin pumping. Keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale all your breath out. Let yourself be empty and draw your chin to your chest. Hold that emptiness and see how it feels. And when you need to breathe in, release the belly, release the chin, and draw the arms up, hook the thumbs, take a full breath in. Get all the breath you can into the lungs. Sip in a little bit of breath through the mouth. Hold. Feel yourself be full. What are you filling yourself with? Can you fill yourself with more peace? And then as you exhale, let everything go. Good. Come back to the back of the mat in a child's pose and take a moment to notice how the belly feels, how the body feels after that little breathing exercise. And we'll employ it a little later in our practice and see what it feels like as we're doing it in a posture. So from child's pose, walk the fingers forward, separate the knees, take your hips back to your heels, and really feel the length between your fingertips and your armpits and your hips. Walk the fingers as far forward as you possibly can and take a deep breath into your back and a deep breath out. As you're ready, you'll tuck the toes and reach your hips to the sky. And for today's practice, I want you to keep your knees bent. We do this so that we can really activate the front of the body, meaning the thighs. So since we're working with power today, we want to work the muscles in an intelligent way. And we want to make sure that our quadriceps are engaged, and we can do that with bent knees. So bend your knees and draw your hips as high as you can to the sky. Press firmly through the hands. From the back of your knee to your heel, draw down, but not all the way towards the floor. And then from your back of your knee to your sits bones, to your hips, go up. Good. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Bring the weight into your legs instead of in your arms and shoulders, and rotate your armpits towards your heart so that your upper arm bones rotate externally. Good. And then we're going to come forward into plank pose. Shoulders over your wrists. Don't let your hips go below your shoulders. Keep your hips high and draw your navel up and in. And then downward facing dog. So like this a few times on your own. The inhale will bring you forward into plank, and the exhale will take you back. Downward facing. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Find your rhythm and do this a few times on your own. Inhale, come forward, and exhale, come back. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. If you're ready to work a little more, if you're excited to work a little more, come back to downward facing dog, and then take the right knee to the left elbow, and then come back. And then right knee to right elbow and come back. Good, downward facing dog. Left knee to right elbow and back. And left knee to left elbow and back. Now see if you can get the knee a little higher. Right knee towards the left armpit and back. Right knee towards the right armpit and back. Left knee towards the left armpit and back. Left knee towards the right armpit and back. Good, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take the right leg up and back, and then bring it to your nose as you come forward. One more time like that. Inhale, take the right leg up and back, bring it towards your nose, step it forward. If the foot lands behind the knee, meaning that the knee is forward of the ankle, grab your foot with your hand and bring it forward so that it's at a complete right angle. You can leave your hands on the floor or on blocks, or inhale, reach the arms to the sky, and then exhale, forward fold. Step the back foot to the front and forward fold. Interlace the hands behind. Good. Bend the knees and bring your chest forward towards your skier's pose. Be really in your thighs. So send your butt back and back as you reach your heart up. And then exhale, forward fold. One more time like that. Inhale, come up halfway. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, release your hands, interlace your hands underneath your chin, and let your chin rest in the top of your interlaced hands, and go forward with your chest. You should really feel this in your thighs. And then unfurl hands up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Step the right foot back. Come back into Anjali Asana, or that lunge. Again, making sure that your left knee is directly over your ankle. And then reach the arms up as you breathe in. Good. Hands down. Downward facing dog. Good. Now come back. Again, we'll go forward and back from downward facing dog into plank. Again, don't allow the hips to go below the shoulders. Downward facing dog, plank pose. Downward facing dog, plank pose at your own pace. Good. If you want to add a little more, we'll keep adding the legs. Right knee to left armpit, then back. Right knee to right armpit, then back. Other side, left knee to right armpit and back, left knee to left armpit and back. Good, take the left leg up and back in downward facing dog and bring it towards the nose. Exhale, squeeze the belly. Inhale, take it up and back and step the left foot forward. Use your hands to bring the ankle forward if you need to. Anjali Asana, low lunge, reach the arms to the sky as you breathe in, and then as you exhale, forward fold. Step the back foot to the front, forward fold completely, interlace the hands behind the awkward interlace. So just flip a finger, move one finger over. Good, inhale, come up, skier pose, halfway up, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, forward fold. As you come halfway up, release the interlaced hands and interlace them the awkward way underneath your chin, and then stay there. Have the knees be bent and the hips be bent. Good. Reach your gaze forward and let your upper back descend. Press into the feet to come all the way up. Good. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, forward fold all the way. Step the left foot back, back knee down. Anjali Asana, reach the arms up. Take a deep breath in. Good. And then exhale, release. Good. Take it back to downward facing dog. And then one last time, you'll inhale, forward plank, exhale, back. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 or 3 of these on your own. If you need a rest, come into child's pose. If you're okay, we'll meet in plank pose. Hold plank pose, draw your navel to your spine, take your hip points towards your rib tip so that you're really squeezing your tailbone towards your heels. The heels pull back, the chest draws forward, you're holding plank. If you're okay, stay. If you'd like more, take your right hand and tap your left shoulder. Then switch. Left hand taps right shoulder and switch. Right hand, left shoulder, switch. Left hand, right shoulder, and just tap and tap and tap. We'll meet in plank. If you need to rest, please rest. If you're okay, come down to your forearms. Good. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to employ that Kapalabhati breath one more time here in forearm plank. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Last one. Inhale and then begin. Exhale, 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 and exhale all the way. Drop the knees. Good. Press back towards a child's pose. Good work. Feel your breath in your body. Notice the heat in the body. Good. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're going to do one more thing on our hands and feet, and we're going to come into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you're going to inch your feet forward about a foot, so you're in a very short dog. And you know how we were coming forward in bank and plank pose? We're going to do the same thing, only we're going to call these hip hikes. So you reach your hips to the sky and you come onto the very tiptoes, right till you're on the very tip of your toes as much as you can. If this is easy, then walk the feet forward a little more, and then draw the weight back towards your heels, and then forward lift, draw your navel up and in as if somebody had weight underneath your belly and was pushing your hips to the ceiling, and then let the weight come back. You can stay here or walk the feet forward. Eventually, you walk the feet forward as much as you possibly can, and as you press into the hands, come onto the tiptoes, come onto the very tips of your toes. Your shoulders will go eventually beyond the wrist, eventually beyond the fingertips. And then one fine day, you just float on up. Take a deep breath all the way in, press, deep breath out, and we'll meet in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Good. Step the feet completely to touch. Take the hips down and the arms up. Utkatasana, awkward chair pose. Take a full breath in, and we're just going to take a simple twist here. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Press the palms together, or you can bring the bottom hand into a fist. The top hand covers it like a mitt. Inhale through center. Reach the arms up. Exhale, other side. Good. Bottom hand into a ball. Top hand into a mitt. Press, open the chest. Inhale, come forward, and then exhale, forward fold. Good. We're going to meet on our backs. So however you'd like to get there, just come to lie down on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. And then super simple, you're going to bring your knees in line with your hips so that your legs are at a 90-degree angle. You're going to extend your arms, straighten your arms, and press your hands into your knees. Good. So it's like the top of the thigh. And then press the knees back into the hands. So this is an isometric posture here where it doesn't look like much, but you should really be feeling it in the belly. Push the hands into the knees and the knees into the hands. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. And a full breath in and a full breath out. And then release the effort. Cactus the arms. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, release the knees down to the right. Let them hover right over the floor, and then inhale center, exhale left. Let the knees hover right over the floor. You'll do this a couple more times on your own. Inhaling to come to center, exhaling to the right, inhaling to come to center, exhaling to the left. Good. We'll meet back at the center, and then release the the legs completely to the right. Let the knees fall. You can bring your right hand over your left knee, and then bring your gaze over to the left. Relax your eyes, relax your face. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You can gently press into the back of the head to lift the sternum, the ribs, and then draw them to the left slightly. Good. One more breath here. Good. Bring the knees back to center. You might have to shift your hips back to center as well. And then bring the knees over to the left. Let them land. Your left hand can land over your right leg. And press the head gently into the floor to lift the sternum and rotate it gently to the right, bringing the gaze over your right fingers. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. You can roll from right to left, starting to slow down, starting to slow the breath, starting to slow the mind, starting to feel that peace coming back into the body, mind, heart. All from this movement. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Give yourself a big, tight hug. Squeeze everything, your eyes, your hands, your toes, your belly, your quads, your face, and let it all go. Shavasana. This final relaxation, notice the breath move through the body and really allow yourself to completely release all the things that don't bring you peace, so that when you inhale, you draw in that breath, that peace, that calm. Stay on your back as long as you need.